1954. I was the first African American woman to hold a news position. I was then nominated Academy Award winner for my supporting actress role in The Color Purple. How much do you think I'm worth? Well, as of today, I'm worth $3.2 billion, Do you like my magazines? What about my recipes and fitness tips? Yeah, that's why I'm in shape today. I then received the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award from President Barack Obama, who is my friend and also a guest that is joining us on the show today. First, let's start off with our first guest, Garrett A. Morgan. How are you today, Mr. Morgan?
I'm doing great today.
Our first question for you today is tell us about your childhood.
Well, I was born in Paris, Kentucky on March 4th, 1877. I was seventh out of 11 children.
Must have been a busy household. Lord, screaming babies.
Since I only had an elementary education, I was able to get a private tutor.
Wow. Our next question for you today is what are some of your famous inventions?
Well, I had a patent for an improved sewing machine, and I invented the traffic light. And I also helped make hair straightener and the safety hood, which is basically a gas mask.
All right. So tell us about your famous friends.
Some of my famous friends were Rockefeller and Morgan from Morgan and Chase Bank.
Oh, amazing. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Wasn't that great? Our next guest is a famous basketball player. Many of you kids wear his shoes. Please welcome to the stage LeBron James. How are you? Well, guess in case you couldn't hear me, how are you today?
Good.
Catch your attitude now. So, Mr. James, tell us about. Excuse me, King James. So, King, tell us about your upbringing.
Well, I was born January 3rd, 1984. St. Vincent and St. Mary High School recruited me to their basketball team. I averaged 18 points a game. We got to a Division 3 game. I averaged 25 points in the division in the championship game.
Okay. I see you have a lot of supporting fans. What are some of your great achievements?
Well, I went straight from my high school to the pros. I have two Olympic gold medals, two NBA final awards, and four MVP awards.
King, we have one more question for you. King, what have you done for the community? You know I'm all about the community.
Well, I have a foundation called the LeBron Foundation that helps families strive to success.
Oh, okay. Thanks, King James, for coming out tonight. Our next guest is known as the Queen of Soul. Please welcome to the stage Aretha Franklin. Well, Miss Aretha, don't you look lovely today? How are you today? So, our first question for you today, hopefully you're not rude like King James. involved with singing?
Well, I was born March 25th, 1942. I sung in front of my daddy's Detroit congregation. By the age of 14, I recorded some of my earliest tracks at the church and performed with CL's traveling rival group. And while on tour, befriended with gospel greats such as Mahalia Jackson, Sam Cooke, and Clara Ward.
What are some of your proud moments?
Well, I was the first female to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 1994, I was invited to sing at the. In 1994,
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
I won the Lifetime Achievement Award. In 1998, I was invited to sing at the inauguration for Bill Clinton. In 2009, I sung at the inauguration for President Barack Obama. I have 18 Grammys behind my belt and love music for 5 decades.
I know you were a little nervous there. It's okay. I'm making you feel perfectly at home. Just because we don't have the large flat screen doesn't mean you're not at home. Our next question is, what is your inspiration behind the song Respect?
I just want equality for all men and women. Be respectful to everyone.
Can you sing a little bit of that song?
Woo! Get it, Aretha.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you, oh baby, when you come,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take care of T-C-T.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Oh baby,
It's right. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, let's get it up.
I see you was trying to give King James back the mic. He's so rude, I don't even want him back. Wasn't that a great performance? Isn't that a great song? I know I'm right, so y'all need to say nothing. Our next guest, who happens to be a friend of mine, is the 44th president. Please welcome to the stage President Barack Obama. How are you, friend?
Good.
Right. So tell us about your childhood.
Well, I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii on August the 4th, 1961. I recently, during that time, I moved to Jakarta, Indonesia, but I recently moved back for my safety and education. While with my grandparents, I went to Honolulu Academy and graduated with academic honors in 1979. After high school, I went to Occidental College for 2 years. Then I transferred to Columbia University in 1983 in a degree of political science.
Smart kid. Hopefully you don't have a smart mouth. So, what are your past and current positions? We know you're the 44th president, so do not, and I repeat, do not say it.
Okay. Well, I worked as a community organizer, professor, of Chicago, Illinois, at of constitutional law. I was senator at Illinois, and I wrote 2 best-selling books. Any more questions?
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. You know you on my show, right? As fast as you walk right on through them little double doors, you can get right on out them double doors. Hey, can't take King James with you too. Oh, and BTW, yes, there are some more questions. What are some of the things we don't know about you? Do not say, once again, you are the president. We understand that.
Okay. Well, I was a skillful basketball player. Some of my teammates called me Obama. My jersey number was 23, just like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I might be better than him.
Competition, hey. Wish we had a goal in here. Any more?
Well, one of my favorite quote is, if you're walking down the right path and you're willing to go forward, you will eventually make progress.
Did y'all see that look he gave me when he said that? He was all like, what's that supposed to mean? Don't let me go get Michelle. Anyway, well, it was great to see you again, friend.
You
In
too.
your slick mouth. Well, to end off this show, we hope you have learned a lot. I know I have. We learned about the great achievements of some of our leaders. And now everybody's favorite part is the gifts. Yeah. Well, today we're not giving away a brand new Mercedes or Lexus Benz. We all know, I don't know, all the name of the cars. Yeah. All hope boys for some of these kids who want them. Nobody got time to be blowing up. But our gift today is power. Power is knowledge. And speaking of power, in 5th grade, you know, singing a song about power? Yeah.